Oh, I know I was muted. Hey, how's it going? If you're just joining us, I just started the stream, so I doubt many people are gonna be here right now. But hi. I know nothing about this brick situation. Everyone's been talking about it. Aubrey's tried to get me to watch this, like, I'm not kidding, like a dozen times. Every time she talks about it, I just totally ADHD, I zone out. I can't focus on it, or like when people tell me. And I've had multiple people in my Discord server talking about it and telling me to watch it. And then today, I get on VR chat. Or I get on VR. People are talking about it. And Cameron and Sophia, my two friends from England, are just talking about it mid-conversation. I join our call on my headset, okay? And they're already having a conversation about it. I can't fucking get away from this damn thing. I don't... Like, look. Before going into this is what I know. And I haven't seen a single second of the video. I know Legos got stolen from an old man who's dying of cancer. That is extremely sad. And I'm very sorry to hear that he's going through that. Much love, and you know, to him and his family. Even though I haven't prayed about it, you know, thoughts and prayers. That's horrible. But it's like, you know, that being said, things get stolen every day. Thievery is horrible. I can't stand thieves. Meemaw raised me to really not like thieves. Meemaw always said, if someone will steal something, they'll do anything. If they'll steal, they'll do anything. Don't trust them. And so, you know, I'm going to watch this for the very first time. I know nothing, and I do mean legitimately. I'm not lying. This isn't a bit. I'm being 100% sincere. I know nothing about this video. It's got 3.5 million views in the last week and a half. Apparently, people are calling it the video of the year. If there was such an award, it would get it. Let me cut the music. We're not going to waste any time. It's already 10 o'clock p.m. CST. It's probably 11 where you are. I don't know. It's probably late as fuck. Let's just start this fucking thing, okay? Let's just start this video, dude. Need to get one of those shirts. Yeah, people love the Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, man. The Hawaiian shirts, bro. They're classy, right? They're classy. They feel good, too. And they're real nice in the hot weather. It's so chill and they're soft. Go on Amazon. I got these off Amazon for like 15, 20 bucks. I got this one. I think this one was like 30. One of the more expensive ones for a Hawaiian shirt. But they have a lot of good deals on Amazon. You can get you a few of them, you know. This is a nice one. I like this one. I think this is my favorite one that I got. Yeah, thank you for the compliments. I'm not used to getting compliments in my live chat. That puts a smile on my face. Thank you. You know what? CopperCab's been feeling a little bit bad today, so I really appreciate that. I needed that. Thank you. All right, let's watch the video. Here we go.
Life collecting what's now.
I really haven't seen a single second of this, guys. I'm not joking. Yeah, this is as much as I've seen right here. I'm trying to rewind it. Here, let me use my arrow keys. Okay, here we go. You're looking good, Copy Boy. Yeah, thanks. I meant the I steal from old people shirts. Oh, got you. Sorry. Yeah. Well, all right. Never mind then. I know one of them. I know one person in the live chat said that they liked the Hawaiian shirt too. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting a Hawaiian shirt. Said Rich Giraffe. I appreciate that, Rich. All right, let's go.
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever.
Real quick, should my video be in the top left or the bottom left? 111 for up here in the corner. or 222 down here? What feels better for your eyes? Like what's more normal? What's more normal? Top or just top or bottom? What are we thinking? Because I'm not gonna pause. I'm really not gonna. I'm trying to not pause this video. 222 bottom left. All right, let's just go.
It's estimated to be worth around. This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
Is the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere, Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So is it like the GameStop of fucking Lego? Like, okay. I mean, like, look, it's crazy, but like, I don't understand why this is so like dramatically like. It's crazy, right? The largest Star Wars Lego collection gets stolen, 200 grand. It's a lot of money, but it's like this is like so viral, and I guess I'm just confused as to why. It's true, like, you know, like people get killed, you know what I mean? Every day, things get stolen. Like, I just don't get why it's so the talk of the town. Everyone's following this story but me, it feels like. I'm learning about this right now live.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the
Is the volume loud?
contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and filled the whole party.
I'm gonna let y'all know when I get like, listen, when I'm watching this live, it's an hour and a half long. The moment I'm like invested or interested, I'll tell you, okay? Until then, I'm just kidding. It's not. It doesn't have to be like that. But you know, I don't know.
Room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country. I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next like 4 to 5 months.
She told the Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
They let me know that they had somebody who was interested in purchasing a franchise in the area. He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. Wasn't until Brandon got there.
Hey, why is there random blur blobs up here? That's like kind of annoying.
That he informed me that they were terminating my franchise agreement. We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called. I told corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it. She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there in the security cam footage. It's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet.
Shut up, Benefi. I'm trying to focus. Many adults play with Legos, jackass. You dress as a... Really, Benefi? Imagine being a fucking adult and playing with Legos? Seriously? Benefi, I'm about to roast the fuck out of you if you don't shut up. Are you shitting me? Pot calling the fucking kettle black moment? Really, bro? You're a furry in VR chat. You're 33 years old, and you walk around in VR. I've hung out with you, and you wear a fucking cat avatar, and you say in your bio to girls trying to hook up with them, I respond to head pats. I'm a little shy, ooh-woo. You're a 33-year-old man. Shut the fuck up. You have no right to talk about criticize people for playing with Legos. You lost that card. Relax, boy. Relax.
And if I don't have the
You need to humble yourself, boy.
ticker ones that haven't, he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
His own.
Okay, so that's the buyer of the company since she's leaving. And he's saying that he's taking on all the things and expenses or whatever of the company since he's buying the company. Whatever.
Corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So, Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store, and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taking over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's gonna happen. If we go to court, we're gonna drag this thing out so long and you're gonna end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten on it, that it ain't worth it, man. So if that's the route you wanna go, and I go, that's really the route you wanna go, rather than just letting me walk in there, and he goes, nope. Dang. What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court. And almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we can, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I had terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now. Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go,
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back. And now 16 hours later, we're finally pulling up to the Bricks and Minifigs store. So I started a pair of spy camera glasses. That's what I'm gonna use to film this. And honestly, I kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big like Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed by watch the cameras. I am being harassed. You need to leave.
Literally, all I did was just bring up that my friend has some Legos in their store, and the manager started freaking out on me. But I wasn't going to leave the store without hearing her side of the story. Before showing up, I printed out a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead, the manager should be checking the store's inventory to see if these sets are still in their store.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't want that. You can go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
I tried for a long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
He's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
How's it going?
And this was corporate side of the story.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated, and we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
So I showed the manager what corporate Bricks and Minifigs said.
When corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
That's fine.
Oh, well, this is what corporate told us.
I'm happy that's what corporate told you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
Can you give me a reason to leave, I guess?
Have you guys heard me ask you several times?
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
You need to leave. How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave?
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. I've asked you how many times to leave. I've been asking to leave.
Eventually, the owner of the store called in and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifigs store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, at least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection is not the store's property. It's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back to my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have him, right?
Why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, it's his. He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Josh, the police are showing up right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police are here now, so once I show him the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store, and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So
they have our sets, though, yeah.
I understand that. Right here, the factor is that they don't want you. They're a private owned store, and they don't want you on the road.
Okay. But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets, though.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespass from here. So
okay.
Trespass for life. So if you
extremely, excruciatingly common L for American police officers. Extremely common L.
Come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you
should have asked for a sergeant.
Could be arrested. Okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay, we talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay.
So.
Okay. Again, Rob, you come back. We're in the car, and we're gonna arrest you.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store, and if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we are gonna be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, we just gotta leave. Okay,
I just have to leave?
So, leave now.
Okay. I'm not allowed to be in the parking lot?
No, so this is all private property.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay?
We've been filming for 10 minutes and I'm already trespassed from Bricks and Minifigs, which is like the whole location of the video. So how do I film a video at Bricks and Minifigs now if I can't even legally go back there? So to continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices. And the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, the guy who runs the entire company, Ammon McNeff, he personally came out to talk to us.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Is that a lie?
No.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No. So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
No, I mean, it did happen. Yeah, it does happen.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because his Legos were in the store and you guys took them. I know you think lying to us right now is kind of like helping you out.
I'm not lying to you.
Well, look, we both know you're lying, but...
No, we don't know that.
So I showed him some social media posts his own company made that are still up that claims that these are Brian Mansell's Lego sets. And these Lego sets that they're still holding on to are worth $200,000. But all of these claims are from his own company. We just caught the CEO of the entire company red-handed in a lie. Yeah, it's crazy to me that even the CEO is in on this cover-up. But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's gonna be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now, it's gonna be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really gonna like it.
No, okay.
But we're getting it back either way, so it's like you can either...
So you can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision. I presented them very politely with the easy way, and they said, heck no! Well, they've only left me one other option, which is the hard way. But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to the store, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
So we all regrouped together to rewatch the footage I've gotten so far. And there was one thing the manager said that might be a way forward for us.
I have not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
Do you have their number?
I'm not giving it to you.
Why won't you give it to me? Because isn't that the logical next step if we're supposed to work with the owners?
Well, you have all the information right there, right?
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number, no. So, yeah, if you give me if that's what you want me to do, then you could give me the number and I can...
No, I want you to leave.
Basically, she's putting all of the blame on the owner of the store, which is good to find out. The only problem is she's not giving me the owner's number.
Yeah, if you could give me a number and we could call
I'm not giving you anything except for calling the police.
But you told me to call the owners, right?
You're absolutely right, but I've asked you how many times to leave the store.
So you have his number? Or? No, I don't have any of their numbers.
Dang.
That's why I was like, corporate keeps telling me to contact the owners of the store, but with no contact info, so I try to contact the store, and the store hangs up on me and says I'm harassing them.
The manager is really trying to protect the store owner from getting in trouble, so if she's not going to give me his number, I'm just going to have to find it a different way. When she hands me the phone, we might be able to see his name and number. Josh Lego. Well, we found out the owner's name is Josh. However, the number was way too blurry on the spyglasses. No, it's so blurry. So I checked the store's Instagram to see if it follows anyone named Josh, which it doesn't. So I checked their business records, but everything got scrubbed. This owner is really going to any length he can to stay fully anonymous. After watching the footage over and over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults and I've personally experienced some of the most intense and crazy brainwashing in the entire world. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these Bricks and Minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could. And yes, that's the plan. Brainwash the Bricks and Minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So, yes, I'm actually just starting a regular old Lego club. Yep, that's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber, so he would look powerful, and the employees here will have to listen to him.
My name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs. Let's go. All right, guys. We are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing, but we had to make sure that these employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Dang, let's go. Just watching. Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic. Hey, I'll send you that clip later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now, we have to come up with some type of way to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't wanna...
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
He's doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
3, 2.
It's always a challenge, man. The challenge, that's what gets them. The fucking challenge. Okay, I'm mildly interested so far. My interest has gone from completely ice cold. I've gone from ice cold to like lukewarm. You know, I don't like police generally. Yeah, I watch a lot of like audit the Fed type of videos, you know, so I just don't like. Let me correct myself. I don't like corrupt police. You know, police officers that are genuinely kind and do their job and don't ego trip, they're fantastic. They're great, and we need them. We need the police. We need good police. But a lot of cops are, you know, just they treat it like a fraternity and they look after their own instead of looking after who they're supposed to be looking after. You know, the people who pays their salary. So anyway, but yeah, so that already kind of has me a little bit engaged. I'm a big Star Wars sweaty, but that's kind of a secondary point of the. It's not really a point of the video. It's just the collection happens to be Star Wars. So whatever. That's not really like, you know, jingling a carrot or keys in front of me. That doesn't really affect me or anything. It doesn't make me more interested because it's Star Wars. But you know, whatever. But yeah, one thing as well that I don't like is smugness. Smug people piss me off. So the manager being a smug fucking Karen, I'm already like, yeah, fuck you. And then when the CEO walks up, are you threatening me now? Like, it's literally in the contract that it's their Legos. And they're just, and the cops, and just the whole thing. So I'm starting to kind of see why people are invested emotionally. This is, by the way, I love that. I actually love that it's gone viral now because it's brought them so much horrible press. Horrible press. You know what I mean? That it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? They're thieves, and no one's going to want to do business with them. Came from the Magic Mush video. What up, Alter Brap? I'm actually dropping my video reaction. I'm dropping my video response, I should say, to Magic Mush tomorrow. So be sure to subscribe. And I you know what? Don't subscribe because I just said that. I don't think I've ever once in my channel's history said subscribe. Okay, look, subscribe if you want to. I don't care. But yeah, if you want to just, you don't have to sub it. If you want to check back tomorrow, if you're coming from the Magic Mush video, I am doing a video response to Magic Mush tomorrow. I was supposed to do it the day before yesterday, but some stuff came up, and I was helping my in-laws. But anyway, and my wife. So, yeah. Magic Emoji video drops tomorrow. Okay, let's go back to the video.
Doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're
the challenge!
I don't want to...
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
He's doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
3, 2, 1, yellow! Go, 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 go!
And these employees started their YouTube challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna torture you guys with all this. All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
High five, sweet. So now I'm gonna call my producer. It's going right now.
How's it going?
We have the winner right over here.
We're partnering with the local Lego club, and we're gonna kind of do like an award ceremony. Like the Lego club wants to host the award ceremony for you, so yeah. And just like that, she's in. So we traveled deep into the woods and waited for this employee to show up.
What the fuck is this?
And with that, our new cult member has arrived. You're the Lego Queen!
Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
Before you can brainwash someone, they have to be open to it. And most cults achieve this by making the new recruit seem like the most special person in the entire world.
Official best employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to Caledonia!
Lego Queen! 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 Lego Queen!
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power. If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated. So, we gotta give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes. Yeah, we're giving you power. You're the most powerful.
Queen says, jump. I feel like I can do anything I want. Step on the Legos barefoot.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Beautiful dog pile.
You primed it.
Lego analog horror, that's funny.
Lastly, all cults do group rituals to make you feel like one with the group. So now, we have to become one with this Bricks and Minifigs employee.
Brick by brick, 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 brick by. And now the employee is fully brainwashed. Okay, maybe not fully brainwashed, but we definitely did a much better job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these Star Wars Lego sets. We heard something about some Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that, or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything, and then I think they did, and he's still upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have any of it.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie. But good thing now, she's been brainwashed even harder by our cult, and our cult is now going to give her the freedom to finally be able to think logically about this situation. So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata time-stamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait. Got the called on you?
Yeah, all I did was...
Oh my god. You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side, it's time to
Damn, they really are playing 4D chess, eh?
finally complete our mission and get...
Alright, I'm starting to get interested now, so my interest has gone from ice cold to lukewarm to... Alright, it's getting warmer.
Josh. On our side, it's time to finally complete our mission and get Josh, the owner's number.
Wait, but you have their numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, what a champ! What a champ!
Now that I've... Can I take a picture of it?
For all the sexist guys out there that say women ain't shit, why don't you eat a big fucking helping of crow? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, now that I have the owner's number, it's time to give him a call.
Hello, This is Josh.
Hello. I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how we can get them back. Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and...
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called, like, the Super Trooper set, I think. We got... What else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
You don't? Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory, I decided to send him over a picture of the contract his store is in.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. And it's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
And I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection.
Horrible.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
Or you had to take it over from the previous owner, right?
Nope, that's not how the law works.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
So
if that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
You don't just want to give the Legos back? Like...
Sue me! Let's go to court! I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
This guy's a fucking dick, and he's gotta go down, dude. Fuck this guy.
I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
Or do you feel threatened right now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys and they basically spelled it out saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have them an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. And that's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're the ones that get their lives ruined. In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this. Now Bricks and Minifigs has their life ruined, and you can see Brian and us, we are the ones now doing the illegal activity. So I told my group the plan. We have to do something illegal.
I thought you said you didn't want to do anything illegal.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then if they take us to court, then
I'm down for the illegal stuff.
And the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us. What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us?
Copyright.
Steal their name.
Copyright. Copyright, of course.
That's good. Oh, man.
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection. And of course, they're also going to try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm going to make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this. So people are just assuming that the name is Bricks and Minifigs, when that's really just the tagline of our company, and our company name is actually We Steal From Old People.
Yeah.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name, it's gonna be so easy for me to win this court case. And Brian's gonna get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back. All while Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees. So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm going to put my company logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. So I asked ChatGPT what the dimensions of this billboard is. Sick. I'm making my logo the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal. But luckily for us though, if we go back to the beginning of the video, Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated, and we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company.
Who wants to be the owner of the first company?
Ooh. I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner! If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble for anything.
Yeah, every one of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People. Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo. And I basically just sit down here and, have my franchise owner do everything for me. And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck, ChatGPT? Yeah, I miscalculated the size. So, sorry guys. My phone over. It'll work for now. So, we're still going on with the plan. 2, 1, let's go. We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From Old People company booth right outside of their entrance. If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifigs store, they have to get through me and my merch. You know, I have all of the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully, they take the bait. What up? You want to buy some merch?
Yeah. What's this?
Yeah, we also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly, what they're doing in this store is so gross, it's probably going to make all the customers throw up.
Do you have an XL?
Take a large.
Well, we stopped a customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs, and he left with our merch. It was going pretty good, and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store. Wake up? Okay. Yeah, I might just be out here all day. This is going very well. It was almost going too well. It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess. In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is going to walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front?
Wait, like, is this the main entrance?
Yeah, no. I'm saying like the counters. There's 2.
Oh no, their girl, the Lego Queen's gonna see. Aw, oh well.
There's one here and then one outside.
No, she should know that it's not her, but those bad manager people. I don't know.
Guy selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what?
She's laughing.
Hello, you want to buy a shirt? What?
You can't be out here doing this.
If you want to buy one, I can give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here?
The guy that was out there, it was the guy that we just trespassed.
What? Was it?
Yes.
She's calling the cops right now.
Uh-oh, the police are here. This is a problem. The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
And as you can see, they still haven't sued me. I can't just give up on the plan before being sued. So I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes and his legal name is also Ben. And once the police find out that they caught the wrong Ben, I'm gonna be super far away.
Oh, it was so cold.
Okay, I couldn't get that far away. The water was freezing, but I think I got far away enough at least. But anyways, back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy bricks and minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Police wanted to speak to corporate.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going?
You do what?
Well, the corporation is called We Steal From Old People. And our tagline is bricks and minifigs. We're a legitimate business, so yeah. What?
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, we steal from old people.
No, I know who you are. I mean, who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal From Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they want to...
Here's the situation. Do you really want to get go round and around?
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us. So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way. Do you understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand
Yeah.
that like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines? That's not the right way of doing it.
Well, I never vandalized the store, but...
people have told us that you have.
I mean, whatever, my, franchises do, underneath me, I guess that's, I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I guess.
Are you a registered franchise?
Yeah.
You guys have FDDs and everything else?
Yeah.
What states are you registered in?
Oregon.
You're a registered franchisor, so...
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise, too.
The CEO of this company knows pretty much better than anyone that he can't get us in trouble for what we're doing because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick! Brick by brick!
But, yeah, it's like a legal organization. We have, legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
Okay.
This guy's a dick.
I get what you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever and that you think that you can do all sorts of fun stuff this way, but it's you have no business being here. So.
Well, we do have business. We have, you guys have a bunch of our Legos.
All right.
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to sue me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is going to be hard. Because right now, Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that they aren't criminals, they just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal knowledge.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which, if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lottery. That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan. What if we do a lottery? Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery, someone wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery. Now it's not a business deal gone bad. They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense that the police would have to investigate.
That's a good idea.
That's interesting.
It turns out this is completely legal for us to do. You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah. So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah.
To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which, yeah, it actually takes a long time to get one of these, which sucks. But on the DOJ website, it says that if you're a nonprofit or a religion, you actually don't need a license. It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first dollar when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me, I'm already the leader of a religion called Scientology Sucks, officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need it registered in Oregon for this to work. So I registered for an Oregon PO box, which costs $35. I used it for this new Oregon Scientology nonprofit. I mean, okay, I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle. That means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to investigate.
I want everyone's attention. We're doing a Lego raffle. This Lego set is worth $1,000.
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery, and the plan we came up with to get the Legos back won't work. But then we realized, wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
$1 for being on camera, there you go.
So now when they...
Oh, how brilliant.
Buy each person $1 as their...
How brilliant!
Wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
$1 for being on camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out and each person lost $0.
You get $1 for being on camera, and then the raffle is $1 though, so would you like to pay $1 for the raffle? Okay, awesome. So here's your ticket. So what's your business? What's our business? Yeah. We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Yep. Finally, it was time to pick our winner.
We are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
Hey! You won! Yeah, are you the winner?
Well, this family legally won this prize, so now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is in a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
We drove to the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
My sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
I'm not giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a good day.
Amanda has just made it very clear. Instead of giving this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is gonna steal it.
You're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all, or you just, that's how you want the business to look?
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed, so she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
Shit, they have it all on camera. She's cooked.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Wait, she's not gonna give him a prize?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now that they have officially committed a criminal crime, it's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery.
I have officer
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now the police are here. But for some reason, I think they thought that I was the criminal.
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or?
Do you have ID or anything on you?
No.
What's your date of birth?
12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
The police were very confused on who the actual criminals in this situation were. So, we explained everything to them.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
Oh, and we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to investigate.
Now that the police have seen the law, they actually agree that a crime has been committed. They're now finally going to do a police investigation on this Lego theft. The investigator started by taking some notes.
They're selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well, he started taking notes until another police officer came and whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him, but whatever it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
You're trespassing the property for life, okay? You come back, you're gonna go in handcuffs and go to jail.
But they trespass you? But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to the store. You're not.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of Lego. They have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue between.
No, it's criminal. I got the.
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But eventually, he said, if I don't let him cover up this crime, I'm getting arrested.
We really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to give some outs. Okay, we're trying to work with you guys and give you some outs. We can start looking at that you guys falsified a raffle. Whatever that raffle looked like.
Well, here's the thing: it's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point that we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs, take it to you. Are we all on the same page?
No.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are legally.
Are we done for the night?
No, it's actually required by you guys to investigate this. It's not civil; it's criminal.
Just so we're talking in circles, right?
Yep.
No. Do you understand at least what he told you on the?
I don't think we're talking in circles. That's the first time we got falsifying a raffle.
Good. Just answer my question, please. Do you understand what Officer Bevis explained to you? Kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps?
I think.
Nope. Yes or no?
No, I'm not understanding.
You don't understand? What part don't you understand?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were going to arrest me for. I mean, the Fourth Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason. I keep asking them for a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law.
What's your opinion? That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white.
Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
So let's do this. Let's just call it, and we'll just go from here. All right, guys? Just please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually, we seem like nice guys. We don't want that for you guys. But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right,
I don't think we're good.
Yeah, take care.
We're not good at all.
It's been made pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
When I came up with this plan, I was under the assumption that the police are supposed to follow the law.
That's hilarious. The police follow the law. Right. Yeah, I just got, back from mountain climbing in Kansas. There are mountains in Kansas. I'm joking. That's the point. It's like, it's ridiculous. The police are not. No, it's just yeah, no.
In Kaiser, Oregon, the police are supposed to follow the law, but I was wrong. In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law, and because of this, another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself.
Do we call the police officer? What do you do when
There's just corrupt police.
Should you go to the police department?
Should we go to the police department? So we went to the police department to tell them that some of their police are corrupt. And then we realized we're literally just telling the police that they are corrupt. Of course they're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, they just sent us home. But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the store. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business, you moron.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble. It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Well, let's not argue that. I don't want to. It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean? Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, anyways, it's not stolen. Why do we care about that? Well, who cares whether it was theft or not?
But for some reason, Josh still decided not to give the Legos back. I think he might just need one more push. Here's the plan. Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm going to redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed Turn at the Light to Turn and Go Home. In Buy, Sell, Trade, I changed it to Steal, Sell, Trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time, I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure. The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now. Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court.
Okay, you want to do double or nothing?
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
If you're wrong, you pay us double. If I'm wrong, I pay you double.
Bro, are you dumb? You're obviously a kid. You don't know how this works.
I think you're scared. Double or nothing, let's do it.
You're so dumb, bro.
I think you're scared.
Okay, I'm not scared.
Let's do double or nothing.
I'm not doing
If you lose, you pay us $400,000. You're scared. You're a chicken. I'm calling you out. You're scared. I'm calling you out.
Bro, quit being stupid.
You're too scared. You're scared.
Okay, do you want me to
put your money where your mouth is.
Are you just gonna be a pussy or are you gonna
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, let me talk.
Okay.
When Brian first came in, we identified anything that was on that list that would have been his that Amanda didn't sell, and we set it aside. And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage to the store.
I guess Josh has finally realized that whatever he's going through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
I'm happy to give you the inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are doing wackadoo crap trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we won, and Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
This definitely changes the trajectory of a lot of the things that we had in
Yeah, dude, we had some really good ideas, yeah. Well, what do we do for the next couple hours if it's raining?
Bowling!
Go bowling.
Let's go bowling.
We waited a few hours for Brian to get off work, and now he's off work. Hey, Brian's off work. So we showed him our entire conversation with Josh. So what can we do now to work with you guys to get the sets back?
Okay, this is what I need done. I need a written apology from Brian. I need all the negative comments taken off. I need positive reviews on there to make up for the damage. And then I'll give them back.
So you're holding my sets hostage.
Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? We're not even halfway through the video yet. Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up, because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it sucked. But here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living fucking hell over this. I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of burden.
I'm not downplaying what happened to you. It's just,
No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but I see where he's coming from. I've gotten to personally see a tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
I just want to say thanks, guys. I have to go because I got a gnarly panic attack right now.
But at the same time, if Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
I get it. You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this letter, and I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter. Because Brian told us that this apology letter is really a trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get-out-of-jail-free card. What I mean by this is, if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get-out-of-jail-free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane. But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was. So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video. He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think, or?
Yeah.
Just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video, I wanted to give him something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And after just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
I want to give it back to him. That's the long and the short of it. We've run me over. I'm good. We got to win Amanda over, right?
Uh-huh.
Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's just a little worried that you guys are just going to keep postponing it until,
No. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. I'm not going to screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you. I swear to God. Go apologize to her. Say, sorry, man. Sorry. We did a fake raffle.
So before we can get the Legos back, Josh made up one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure. Do you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we talked to Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay?
It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back. They just want to get us arrested.
There was a gentleman who was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store, right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
But making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
It's just a regular peace treaty, a one-page document. If you need to go over it, like, you know, you need to take your time.
They have, like, the papers they're trying to get me to sign, it literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is who's currently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops or do we?
And so we waited for the police to show up. And they never showed up. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, the last time the police showed up, I was fully prepared with the Oregon law book. The Oregon law scared the police so much that they had to run away. I think they're scared to come back.
Hey, where the heck are these cops? Hi, Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, well, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
You apologize, and it's up to them to accept. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles. It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow they're finally gonna give this family their Legos back. And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think, I just want to make sure everything's properly,
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store. Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
they said they'd give me an update on Monday type thing.
Now it's Monday.
It is Monday. Hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are still down to give the Legos back today.
He said. I would imagine it'll get done sometime this weekend, so I don't know for sure. I don't have a quick update, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I still don't have really a good update. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy. And
Please leave your message for.
He said I probably won't be able to talk tonight.
What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Is not available. Please leave your message for.
It's been over a month now. And yeah, I've gotten no answer.
And finally, after a really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
Fuck you, Coy.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized...
Give me 1 second. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry.
Realized what I did Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong. Josh said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
Now it all makes sense. Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back. So I printed out a more we are never getting these Legos back. So I printed out a more official looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Well, I made it to Oregon. Hopefully I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time and we can finally get the Legos back.
Hello. What?
You're not allowed here.
Oh, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me, because I have a get out of jail free card. And I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean.
So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think?
Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed, and all of these legal words, for any circumstance whatsoever, and for literally any reason, they cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I gonna do that?
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
In America, we have a duty to read contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got $5,000, keep going, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000. Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me, but if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm going to stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally going to come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document. You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe $5,000 for like punitive damages, but...
So, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Okay. Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and...
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
When we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys are thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh's story has now completely changed. Now he's saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? And they're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian. I'll give him back. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. But this makes no sense.
Dude, the shelves were empty.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
Fuck you, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I don't give a damn of your fucking little opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go to court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So
Exactly.
So you're saying that...
It's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want... I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down... Look.
Dang.
Let's don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos. Give them back. It's pretty easy. It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Tell me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
You can go f*** yourself.
Dang.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay?
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3. Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3. One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, Ben, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's 12,000 at the most, right? 12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3. And I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative. Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take in the small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it.
But you would at least get $10,000 out of that though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know?
So here's the here's the pitch.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
No.
Well, why not? The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting. Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal. Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting. So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card, and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets, and according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase. It's official, we have a public notary approving it. Notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Pleasure. Congratulations.
It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me. So, I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you? Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Shake hands.
You felt the need to bow.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us. Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? We just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us.
Tommy! I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me. No?
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a try. Michael! Do you have $10,000 to loan me?
I literally do not have $10,000.
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000. That's all. I'll give it back.
This is weird.
I know. It's crazy, but like.
I can see about it, but...
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, sure.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back. Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax. But luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free. Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top and start a filing. But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward all the way back to present day where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone. And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life. You have like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
Are you gonna serve the papers today?
I'll figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works? Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Get the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers. And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more. I've been advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Oh no!
Well, they closed early on us. I think they were afraid of my lawsuit. So, we decided to go bowling again. Oh, no way, no way, no way. Shut up. Oh my God!
It's the next day now, and you know what that means. It's go time.
It's go time.
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default. So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first gonna confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world. It's something.
Exactly.
We ready? Hi.
Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Record Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about this.
I have no idea of anything about that.
Okay. I guess call
I am the manager.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers. But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
That was funny.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Park. Hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up, she started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. I'm not getting many sales yet, but hopefully if I keep up all this advertising, people will eventually start believing in my company.
It's freaking out over this Casey law.
Yeah, we had to close early today, so
Are you
basically
guys gonna be open tomorrow though?
I don't know. So there's been some guy like harassing us because well, a lot of the Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos. Like we just steal the Legos.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, looks like we win by default.
Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it!
Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way.
Yes!
Yeah. Well, I think now it's time to go all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money.
And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can put the money in. And so I traveled all the way back to Oregon to finally collect my money. It truly is a beautiful ending. This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for it. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
And when I finally followed their instructions, they were too scared to show up. There is no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs finally has to deal with the consequences for their actions. So what if theoretically it went to court and it turns out you were wrong? Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. Well, I gotta go against the judge's orders.
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store. At first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So, over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this. Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony. I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
Just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000. I don't know, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like, that's almost...
We still gotta get the Legos back. Which is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner. I don't know, it's just, this video's going on for so long now. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story. And if you want to watch part 2, it's live right now on my Patreon at Reckless Ben. And part 2 gets insane.
Everybody just chill.
I like how the Lego video became the craziest video.
Also, by subscribing to Patreon is the movie I've been making for the last year.
Dude, there's a cop car every 50 feet just surrounding us, dude. We were completely surrounded.
It was supposed to be for streaming services, but they all said it was too gnarly for TV, so Patreon is the only way I can release it. But also by subscribing, you'll get lots of behind the scenes, full interviews, and way more. Also, if you happen to work at Bricks and Minifigs and you want to see corporate do the right thing, send me an email here and I could really use your help. Lastly, if anyone knows any Utah lawyers, I definitely need a lawyer because I am in some serious legal trouble right now. And lastly, just know that I will not stop this mission until we get every single Lego back to its rightful owner.
3 days ago, it's 3 million views.
Yeah.
Going to bed?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
What do you think about this whole thing?
Okay, I'm invested.
Yeah, right? Right?
I'm into it now. I want to see Josh go down.
Yeah.
Josh is a dick. Amanda is a dick.
You haven't even met Brandon yet. I don't like how everyone in the story's name has like a B. It starts with a B. Ben, Brian, Brandon. Like it makes it confusing in my brain too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm watching it. I'm watching this now.
I'm glad you like it. I've been trying to tell him about this whole situation for like 4 days. And every time I start to tell him, he's like, "Oh, I just can't. I can't." Yeah. And I'm like, "Oh."
I know. I've been a real bitch about it.
He could fucking ramble at me about regular Star Wars.
I've
but
been
then I try to like go to Lego Star Wars. All of a sudden, he's so disinterested.
I've been a real bitch about it.
Little bitch boy.
You're a cutie.
Thank you.
I don't call you bitch.
Thank you.
Cause you're my wife and I love you. I love you.
Look at your little frecks.
No, I'm sunburned.
I know he's been outside so much. He's got little frecks on his bald ass egghead.
What the fuck, bro?
You're a little speckled egg.
No. I love you.
I love you too.
You're mine. You're mine. Forever. You're mine. And my person.
You're just trying to hug my boobs.
No, I was trying to give you love.
You're trying to hug my boobs.
And hug your boobs, yeah. I like boobies! I mean, who doesn't? I love them. I do. I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. Lock me up, officer. I love the boobies. All right, let's watch this thing, right? Do we watch this? 1-on-1 if we watch this.
Step outside, everybody. No, don't move.
This is the story of how I got swatted, all because of Legos. The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope.
Copper Poop in the live chat. I hope we can reunite soon, Copper. What are you talking about, reunite? Are you someone that, like, I know? Using an anonymous account? Who are you, Copper Poop? Who is Copper Poop? Who is this mysterious Copper Poop? Who is Mysterion? Who is Banksy? Who is, you know, DB Cooper? And who is Copper Poop? And who is the Zodiac? These are great mysteries. What do you mean by reunite soon? I'm about to hire this guy, this video here, the guy to do an investigation on you, Copper Poop.
To get them their life.
You're GGK? Yeah, but you're kind of weird, man. No offense. You know, you make 100 accounts, and you're kind of like a weird, you give off kind of weird stalker vibes, you know? You're just, okay, you want a fresh chapter. Well, that's respectable. That's good, man. That's good. Hopefully you're, you know, on some good medication and you're okay. It's 2026, the new beginning. Well, that's nice, man. Well, good for you. Seriously.
Savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court, and
the less weird you are, the more people will want to talk to you. Just, you know. So that's good.
We actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
He's got a nice body, all right?
Dang it!
I like boobies, though.
So, I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still had to get the Legos back.
Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the two owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing out the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over
He just wants to show off.
again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was, I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case can get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
So
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was on my phone and Aubrey came and put my phone on the desk and told me to lock in. All right, I'm focusing.
Only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
I like how we should just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with Corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Well,
You guys been asked to help me here.
no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys. Like
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
Dude, the police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my gosh. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house? We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
He's pulling us over.
My name's Oscar. This is Americorps Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't stop that.
I didn't? No. I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like...
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped.
Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben?
Me?
Ben? How's Utah?
It's good.
Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000.
$200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, when the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? He said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight lying to me about everything else, so...
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, get to talk to him and we're in trespass. So, dude.
But one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tent, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're getting pulled over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court, and I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000 worth of...
How do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying to...
Well, that's a lie. So we...
Okay, hold on. I'm still
okay, I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it, and he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Hey guys. Yeah, they all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
We lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which...
Oh boy. There it is. Are you watching, NFE? Are you still watching? You talking about the Mormons coming to see you today? There it is. There's the issue. There's the issue. Well, it's not an issue, but that's a part of it. I mean, I'm sure they're going to explain. So this is a network. This is like a fraternity. I see. Yeah, you're right. It's not in a good way. The police and they all know each other. Right.
It was actually extremely surprising.
Good for you, NFE. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Don't do the Mormon thing. Just honestly, dude. Just Presbyterian, like Methodist, Baptist, like that's the angle, bro. Or Orthodox, Catholic even maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. That's a big step. That's a big thing you got to do. But Mormons, it's not the same thing.
They're super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're gonna go to hell. Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is going to be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to
Good luck.
it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home. But on our way back, this happened.
What? Pulled over again? For what?
The cops are Mormon, probably.
How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fork Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name? Are you Ben?
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
How's it going, sir? You gonna sit on down here for me for sir. What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the Harbor 2nd Ward. There's been an audio going around with the young men group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
Who's that?
So
I guess
that's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us. The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
this officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are substances in the vehicle. Really? So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Ready for this? The vehicle will be searched, okay? I'm going to have you stick by with my sergeant.
You need a search warrant.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, you didn't find anything.
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then
Do you notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Go ahead and look at him.
I'll look at you?
Yeah.
You do see it?
So
it's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm going to have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledged that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not. To be honest,
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
Walking a very dangerous line, which can get you hemmed up a lot of time.
Yeah.
You could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make sense?
Clearly. Yeah.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really gonna have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
Please.
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, you know, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So
He does not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah, well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go through the legal process,
Which is
find
what
an
we're
actual
doing, yeah.
process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here.
Her.
Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is She is the exact person that you're describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong. However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, have a great race to your day. Okay, see ya.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Oh, sure. The
For
paper?
what?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well,
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Okay.
Okay, we'll try and find you back.
Am I being arrested?
You're under arrest right now.
Really?
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, "You're being arrested."
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever is public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like a huge clan.
Right.
That takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now, there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them. Which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
And And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give it back? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I guess, but that's not...
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time, and when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay? Put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked, and at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands, and now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay?
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back of the car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
My name's Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I had it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now, I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail, just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video. But I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
American Park Police Department, make yourself known.
Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah, this cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant.
The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. Evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops
because he's brother Josh. He's brother Josh. He's a brother. And you're not a brother. You're not in the family. It's like a fraternity. And you're not a part of it, you know. Tax dollars, people. Tax dollars. These are your tax dollars at work.
Probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the rails, jump right through. I used to travel single, we can't.
Canada too. And the UK.
That right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us, but this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't.
Get a lawyer. Don't. No. Do not talk without a lawyer present. Do not talk, especially to these guys. They're obviously against you. They are obviously against you. Get a proper lawyer. That is not, probably one that's not Mormon, right? Obviously. So, you know, nah, dude, don't talk to these assholes, man. Get a lawyer, you know.
make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure out civilly.
You have a right to a lawyer.
This is the civil method, you know, like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like,
you have a right to a lawyer, to have a lawyer present. You need to take advantage of that.
You see how this is a circle? You just sue him. I'm like, this is the civil method, you know, like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said, might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe. Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
Alright. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision.
Stop talking!
Yeah,
Stop
so
talking!
What
all of you don't need to talk!
I guess have, because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one, you know, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
It sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they...
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel.
See, they're leading questions.
My understanding? Was that kind of...
Get a lawyer, bro.
Your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this. Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution. But I was wrong.
We're gonna book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal? When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I
Yep.
get my back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's he has cuffs for you.
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side of the story? Because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much. But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me. And when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail. So now I have to wait a month in jail.
The Mormons got him. The Mormons.
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Let's go, man. How long was he in there? This is unlawful.
The illegal act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that. Now I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from
The judge is probably gonna be a Mormon.
people, you get in trouble. And if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail. But I finally accept my fate. I failed, and now it's time to go home.
No! No! Fuck that.
But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So he rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Is Mr. Snyder here?" I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Can I deliver a message for you?" He's like, "How could you deliver a message?" He said it just like that. He was like, "Just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest." Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video,
Hey, fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
He got fucking swatted, bro. Fuck this fucking company. Fuck these guys, dude.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for. Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now. Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here. Oh, what's going on? What the heck is that thing? Did you get notice on that? But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them. If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it. Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt. And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now, it's gonna be sick. And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico. Anyways, part 3 is now live on my Patreon at patreon.com/RecklessBen. Also on Patreon, you'll find tons of behind-the-scenes content, plus the movie I made that all the streaming services rejected once they saw how gnarly it was. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight Bricks and Minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
What the fuck did I just watch, man? You know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. This is I wanna say I'm sorry to Aubrey, to Cameron and Sophia, who I was also scoffing like, ugh, what is this bullshit? And everyone else I've been kind of brushing off like, this is like some dumb, like, why the fuck should I care? Like, not why should I care? Like, if an old man, you know, has cancer, of course that's horrible, and I care about that. Like, I care if someone has that, and I'm not saying I don't care about that, but like, I'm talking about like the story of like, oh, someone got robbed. I'm like, yeah, dude, people get robbed every day. I cannot mentally, emotionally care about the entire world, every single person that gets robbed? Why is this one incident viral? I can see why it's viral. Reckless Ben. Well, Ben is an amazing videographer.
He is, yeah.
An amazing video maker. Reckless Ben, I see him getting a few more millions. He's at 960K. He'll definitely hit 1 million after this whole arc for sure. But
So one more thing.
yeah, that's crazy. Great videos. Is there a part 3 now?
It's down on Patreon. It'll be out in a week.
What's the Patreon, man? Let's get on there. Let's watch that. Let's pay for that shit right now.
But they also, the American Fork Police Department.
Oh boy.
Did a press release.
Oh, we have to watch this.
Okay, but here's the thing.
I need all the videos.
You should watch it with like Ben reacting to it more than anything, because also Ben released a video. Go to Reckless Ben.
Okay.
My response to the police, that one.
Okay.
That's his.
The American.
Because the video that they put out, for some reason the audio is like so quiet and it's like so soft voice.
Yeah.
And it's just like pathetic.
Uh-huh.
But he boosts the audio in this so you can actually hear that.
Okay, let's watch it.
Fork Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos?
I'm streaming the fucking video. I'm sorry, you guys.
On social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the Legos when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos? When I requested the body cam footage of this to try to find the answers myself, they redacted everything, and they claimed it was to protect the victims. However, one of my friends set up a GoPro as we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone. The only reason I know about it is because of the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos. Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken. Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant.
I always like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I will take the police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here, and everything can just be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos, all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers once and for all. While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. He claims it's because I was trying to make a fast movement.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But when we replay the footage, you can clearly see I was not making any fast movements. However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody.
The police department has made it clear I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like the police officer claims I did. So the police officer was lying, but not fully, because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me extremely fast before he even touches me. So how could he even know that I was tensing my arm before he even grabs me? That doesn't make any sense. There's only one solution. This police officer has psychic powers, and he could tell that my arm was tensing up before grabbing me. However, this makes no sense, because if the police officer did truly have psychic powers, he would have known that we were not the thieves, Josh and Brandon were the thieves. So this can't be the case either. I'm trying to have an open mind with these different possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason. However, the police have another response to this of why I must be lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Snyder's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is, an image that's clearly not mine because I didn't go to the hospital, I went to jail, so how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder. When I was editing this, I like to think highly of my audience that they would have known that this was a stock image and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail to my audience. But now I realize that there's another portion of my audience called the American Fork Police Department that maybe I do have to spoon feed every single piece of information to. So I'm going to use this as constructive criticism, and in every single episode going forward now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching, I will be forced to spoon feed every single detail. As a professional slackliner, dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
What up? Appreciate you supporting the channel, okay? I'm not a fan of the rotten egg stuff, but I appreciate it. 50 months of becoming a legend of the class. Okay. Well, see, now you're just being obnoxious, okay? The clowns are not legends. How time flies. Another 50 months left to go. Fuck off. By the way, Coy, I'm calling the internet police. All right, well.
The whole way to...
Whatever, dude. SSBX5. What kind of a username? Anyway, it's too late. Ugh.
My arm is just...
A monthly thing for me. I'm a slackliner. Dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Boon!
3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder, and any movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here, I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person this would have been fine, but for me in particular, this was not good, but it was still unjustified, and the police officer was just making up an excuse, and now they're making up an excuse to defend it. Another thing I find shocking is the chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police looked at this video and said, "We ran a stop sign." And now he's using that to say, this was a legal traffic stop. The police officers did nothing wrong. At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. I got a process server, and we went to his house to do this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way, and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment.
What?
Multiple officers
called the police on us. Way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way, and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers immediately responded to the area.
Josh was so scared of going to court that he would rather shoot us than accept these court papers. Josh's logic here is that if he can murder the process server and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes because there'll be no one to sue him in court. However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal. And now he just admitted his plans to the police officers. The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder as a way to get out of court. But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead.
Am I being arrested? Really?
Something about this seems off, and all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community, we can somehow convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However, the American Fork Police does not want to unredact the footage right now, and now have made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case, and they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served, and now I'm doing this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
It's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. The hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed by defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026.
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later, March 13th. So how could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th? Unless Josh is a time traveler. There's only one way to clear this all up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time machine. So now, they say that I have done all the check marks which constitute stalking. Let's go through them.
Individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what
the class clowns are stalkers.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, that is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person
considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action made Josh scared, this check mark is complete. However, they have completely forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not a reasonable person. This is someone who multiple times has tried to silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over, and saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos, and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone.
It's like a mob, you know, with corrupt police officers working for them.
Just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers, so that second checkbox does not meet the requirements. I even tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors, so I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe. A reasonable person would not feel unsafe in the situation. Well, I can say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday. We had a 3-hour search in our car. That makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
So Josh is actually the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court. But now, I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store.
Now, let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police, and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are substances in the vehicle. Really?
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
If we look back on the raw footage, this is what the police officer said his first interaction with us was like.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal of...
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go is all I really was gonna do.
Do we have charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
It seems hard to take what the chief of police is saying seriously because so far almost everything he said is a lie. So the only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything. We already know the victim's name is Joshua Johnson. Why do we have to keep that protected? His name is already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police. And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals, later identified as Sheldon Norcross. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's reports, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
The police officer claims that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage Sheldon's thumb is heading towards that lock button to lock his phone. His phone was open when he pulled it out, and the phone was transitioning from on to off, not from off to on. From this response, it almost seems like the police officers didn't even watch the video. So American Fork Police Department, if I'm your teacher, here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad. Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually this is going to get released. Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this out? The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me to drag this out. It doesn't benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny because a lot of you guys probably think I'm trying to make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR. Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping because I'm trying to get out part 3 as fast as I can. And that's caused me just to like stay up all night, every night, and not sleep. And now I'm sick and have no voice. But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking with such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. But if you want to see part 3, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben. Part 3 will be up there very soon. Part 2, I'm only dealing with misdemeanors, but part 3 is when they start accusing me of felonies. So it gets insane. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to crank out videos in the meantime until part 3 is done. But thanks for all the support, and let's find Brian's Legos.
Wow. Fucking nuts, man. Fucking nuts, dude.
What? Pull over again? For what?
Did you run a...
I'm you know, I'm invested, you know. I'm not invested, but I'm like, yeah, man. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. What's that GoFundMe look like right now?
Search warrant.
Okay, I'm gonna guess how much it is. How much do we think it is? I'm gonna guess like, I'm gonna guess more than the, I mean, I think I read or I saw somewhere or heard somewhere or something that it's more than the original 200,000. So it's over 200 grand. But like, okay, you know, let's just look. Fuck it. What are we doing? Right. Look at that, dude. $302,477, bro. Wow. Crazy, bro. That's crazy. They must feel real good. They must feel real good right now. If I'm them, listen, I know it's been like, it's like, you know, it's a whole saga. Probably a lot of stress, probably a ton of anxiety and just turmoil, you know, like dealing with all that shit. Maybe not turmoil. I mean, I don't know. Could be turmoil, but you know, but like, look at this. Isn't this like a nice way to kind of, the videos are going super viral, okay? Everyone's talking shit on these fucking people. They know their names, like Josh, whatever his fucking dumbass name is, you know, like, and they've got 350. They're certainly probably gonna hit $350,000, and on top of that, they're probably on top of that gonna get those fucking Legos. If I had to guess, that it's gonna end with them getting those fucking Legos. I mean, that's a nice thing to do, but this shit happens all over, man. This shit happens a lot, and I would guess, you know. Wow, the Mormons. Why? I've got a Mormon friend. You know, the one trans girl that I kind of dated. I didn't really date her, but like we were like online dating. We weren't like, we never met up in person, but we were, you know, I did date a trans girl one time. She was chill. She was nice. But we just didn't click. So I was just like, let's just call it. You know. She wasn't the vibe, but she was Mormon, or she came from a Mormon thing, and she was like out of it or something because she was trans, and she was like trying to get away from Utah or something. And yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I know a Mormon girl. She's really sweet. She's really nice. I'm sure they're obviously not all bad, you know. You have bad people in every group. You know what I mean? And there's probably some really nice Scientologists out there. So, in every group you've got your, like, apples, right? The Catholic Church, that they've got, they've in the past they've had that real pedophile problem in the kind of upper, or not upper, but we all know what I'm referencing, what I'm talking about. Does that make every Catholic a pedophile? Obviously not. Obviously not. I'm a Christian, you know what I mean? And like every group, black people, white people, Spanish people, every group, race, religion, gender, sex, whatever. Humans are flawed. We're just people, man. And we're all a little fucked up, We're not perfect. We're not angels, and obviously we're not God, Referencing my you're not God, So we're not perfect. We're just humans, and so in every group you're gonna have a few bad apples, as the old adage saying goes. So yeah, does this mean that all Mormons are bad? I don't think so. Does this mean that this group of people are incredibly corrupt and horrible and need a fucking, need justice? You know what I mean? Absolutely. So, you know what I mean? This sucks, man. This sucks, but it's not that bad. Because they're getting $350,000 most likely. Or something like that, maybe a couple $100,000. I don't know, lawyer fees, and they're probably going to get that viral. Probably going to get those Legos. And what I think is really nice, though, too, is the social cred of, like, which, whatever. Some people don't care, but I think it's nice. And it's probably very validating and a feel-good thing for the guy. And maybe his dad, if his dad probably doesn't care about the internet, Not to put words in his mouth. I don't know, he could. But I'm saying, like, it's nice to know that so many people have your back. You know what I mean? It's so nice that, how, I don't know if y'all watch me a lot, the people in here, but if you've ever heard me talk about when I got my channel banned, or I didn't get it banned, but YouTube unrightfully, it was unrightful, it was wrong, and YouTube eventually came out and apologized to me. But you know what, though? Everyone kind of corralled to my defense. A bunch of YouTubers that I didn't even know knew me suddenly were like, this guy's a legend, blah, blah, blah. How could you do? He's a pillar of the YouTube community, blah, 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 blah. If it wasn't for guys like him, we wouldn't have, YouTube wouldn't be what it is today. Like, saying all these lovely things about me and running to my defense, even the clowns, that made me feel good. Even when I was going through it and I didn't have my channel back, just the fact that all these people were supporting me and fighting for me and talking about me online, not like in a clout, I got clout, but like it felt good to be cared for. That people, even though I didn't have my channel back, like they don't have their figures back, and I'm not speaking for them, I'm just kind of like, this is how I kind of in a weird way relate. It's a completely different situation, completely different scenario, nobody's dying of cancer on my end, you know what I mean? Knock on wood. But, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just saying, like, it's a completely different scenario. But I'm just saying, like, the only point I'm making is, by bringing up the YouTube thing and what I went through with the YouTube channel getting taken down wrongfully, is that it sucks when you lose something, but it does feel good to see so many people fight for you to get that thing back. That's a good feeling. And so, it does suck, but it probably feels really good to not only see that fucking GoFundMe at over $300,000 now, but these videos going so viral. All these people, Moist Critical, all these YouTubers talking about them. We're watching him. I mean, it's spreading, and it's not going to be secret, and it's not covered up, and everything has been videoed and documented because of this freaking dope ass YouTuber Ben. Is it Ben? Is that his name? Ben? He's a fucking, yeah, Reckless Ben. Yo, shout out to Reckless Ben, bro. Y'all should go subscribe to her. I do not say this, but y'all should go subscribe to Reckless Ben, bro. Cause that's dope. That's the kind of shit that's the kind of content that people should support. You know, defending people and sticking up for them. This is and oh my gosh, the editing, the story, the production value, like the music, the audio, the kind of creepy culty audio. Whenever like the people are like arresting them, and it's like kind of like analog horror, you know, kind of almost Fears to Fathom-ish kind of vibes, you know, the static on the camera. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, going for months just to get the body cam footage of all that, like, that's crazy. Making the body cam footage a part of the video, editing and all. It's excellent. It's an excellent production. And, you know, I can see why now people are invested. I didn't know before, but now I know. Now I know. You know what I mean? Now I can see why Aubrey is into it. And now I'm into it. Now I'm not going to go, ugh, when Aubrey brings this up to me. You know? I'm not going to be as like, ugh. I shouldn't have done that before, and I'm sorry. I apologize. It's, first of all, a rude and smug thing to do, and, you know, someone you love is trying to tell you something that they're excited about. You go, uh-huh. Like, that's a mean thing to do. If you got a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, you know, or a sister or brother or a mom or dad, you know, give them a few minutes. You know, don't, even if you're like, this is boring me so fucking bad, don't be visible about it. You know, just like put on a brave face. Don't make it obvious that you're faking, and be and, you know, be kinder. You know, be kinder. Because, like, you can be, even if you're not excited, you can be excited that they're excited. And you can be happy that your friend or whoever is excited about something and interested. What the fuck? 16 months as a rotten egg is crazy, by the way. Yeah, speculate. Fuck off. Aubrey? Mrs. Cottrell? I didn't bring it up, but that one documentary the guy did was the documentary about me the other day. He goes, Michael Kittrell. And I'm like, ugh. Yes, it's pronounced Kittrell. In North Carolina, where I was born. And my family up there pronounces it Kittrell. But I'm from Georgia. And we say Cottrell. It's not Kittrell, it's Cottrell. So anyway, Mrs. Cottrell. But anyway, yeah, so that's a different topic. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I want to see part 3. I want to see that fucking, I want to get in there and his Patreon and watch this fucking thing, guys. But I can't watch it, you know, it's on his Patreon. I'm not going to pay for the Patreon and then stream it on YouTube because that's not fair. And I'm pretty sure that's like against a rule or something. And I think this guy's been fucked with enough. I think we should be respectful and wait for it to come out on YouTube if we don't want to pay for the Patreon. And, you know, if I'm going to watch this on Patreon, I'm going to watch it and not stream it because I'm not a piece of shit. Like the, what is it called? Forks Police Department? They're a piece of shit, you know? The, what is it called? Whatever. I don't even care. They're so irrelevant. But, yeah. But, you know what? I'm probably not going to pay for the Patreon. Not because I'm a cheap asshole, but I just, whatever. Also, I'll wait for it to come out on YouTube. And as soon as it does, I will stream it on YouTube for all you guys to watch with me, okay? So remember, if you're invested in this story right now and you want to watch it with a group of people and have like a chat to talk to in the moment, if you're like, into it and you want like a friend group to watch it with, just know you can always watch it on your own now that you're into it. Maybe it comes out and you're like bored and I'm not even streaming. You're like, no, fuck Copper, I'm not gonna wait on him. He never streams on time. He'll probably like be gone for a month and not stream. I'm gonna watch it. If you want to watch it on your own, of course, you don't need my permission, obviously. I don't think you do. Watch it if you want on your own, but I'm gonna watch it on stream when it comes out. I'm now invested in this, and rest assured, Aubrey will let me know as soon as it drops, because I'm sure. Well, no, I know she's actually very invested in this, as she has been for like a couple weeks now, and I've been just like, ugh. I don't care. It's fucking Legos, bro. Legos got stolen. Okay. I didn't know it was like that. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was like that. Fuck this. Fuck these guys. Fuck these police officers. Fuck that judge that fucking said that he should go to jail, or he has a warrant out without bail. Fuck that judge. And fucking that's probably a Mormon judge for sure. I would guess. I mean, come on now. Occam's razor applied. What do you guys think? These guys are fucking corrupt. They're all in bed with each other. You know what I mean by that? They're all like hanging out, at the watering hole after hours, After Mormon church lets out, they go to the bar, or they go to their clubhouse and they hang out and talk shit. Then they go to work and they put on their attire. This kind of shit happened back in the day with the Klan. As shitty as this is, I don't want to make this all political and put you guys off, but this is the kind of stuff that happened back in the day with black people and the Klan. The Ku Klux Klan. They were all these the police chiefs were in the KKK. All these big business owners were in the KKK. It was like a big club, and so it was a fraternity. It was a fraternity, and that's what kind of like this scenario, very similar. That's what it makes me think of. And, dude, it was happening, man. How do you fight against the system when it's literally just infested with people that are all hanging out? Like, there's no objectivity. Justice should be objective. It should be without bias. If something's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's against the law, it's against the law. The law should be objective. Everyone should be held to the same standard, and the same rules apply to everybody. But you get people getting in there, you're a fucking, you're a police officer, and you're best friends. You're like a brother, like a family with this guy, and he's found out that he's doing something shitty. What, are you gonna put your fucking brother in jail? Fuck yeah, if my brother's doing something fucked up. But you know what though? They're all in the same club, and they're not good people, these guys. So they're just like, fuck it, They're just corrupt, man. It's like a mob. It's like a mob, dude. But yeah, back in the day, that it's like a mafia. Back in the day, that was like the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan. They were doing that shit to not only, it was like to black folks and whatever, to any kind of people that didn't look a certain way. That shit was kind of, they could just kick people out of their businesses. Well, really though, look up what happened to Black Wall Street, man. You guys have, there's a lot of stuff out there. And a lot of people, back in those days, they never got justice, man. Doesn't this fire you up? Doesn't this shit fire you up? This kind of shit. I'm not being political. I'm not trying to be woke, I promise. Well, I can't promise I'm not trying to be woke. I don't know. But it's not about woke. Can we drop that for a second? Like, that's like a cringy buzzword. It's like a grifter, or like, there's always one. Simp was another buzzword. Anyway, let's drop all the bullshit terms, okay? This shit used to happen a lot, as I've already said. I don't need to keep repeating it. But, so many victims of these kinds of things, to this day, really. But back then, oof, man. Oof. Never saw justice, man. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. And it ain't just America. No, this is like a human. This is like a civilization. Like, this is like, you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely kind of lesson here. You know, like, we just watched Lord of the Flies, the new BBC one. Honestly, a fucking snooze fest, man. I do not recommend the new Lord of the Flies Netflix bullshit series, whatever. No offense to the actors, the kids did amazing. The kids knocked it out of the park, but it's just, I don't care. It's boring, very boring. But it's like it's bad in the UK. I don't say it's bad, but, like, you know, corruption happens everywhere, in every country, in every city probably. There's little bits of it. And it's like rot. You can't let the rot continue to grow. You gotta stop it. You gotta fix it. But, you know, I don't want to turn people cynical, and I don't want to be like a cynical asshole. But it's like, you see stuff like this, and it's just like a city, right? And then you think about, I'm not getting political, but I'm just going to say, and I shouldn't have to even preface this, what I'm about to say, with, I'm not trying to get political. Ho, 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 ho. I don't think you guys need to be handled with fucking, like, cotton gloves, okay? I think you guys are okay. I think we're all adults here, big boys and big girls. Listen, you see stuff like this, and then you see what's happened with the Epstein files. You know what I mean? And how we haven't really made a single arrest for that whole pedophile network. Really, bro? Really? That's fucking crazy. So you think this... So I want you to think about... I don't want you to think about this. I mean, think about it if you want to, but I watch this and it makes me think of stuff like that too. The level of corruption, the depth of corruption that this goes... Legos with the Mormon church, I'm guessing. Well, not the Mormon church as a whole, but this city and the police. And so think about that. And then look at how we haven't made a single arrest for the fucking pedophiles, you know, that were visiting the island. It's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. It's horrible. You know? Fuck off, Hunter Vex. I'm not even looking at the chat. Well, I'm kind of looking at it every now and then. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking to you guys right now. I'll smile all I fucking want to, bitch. Fuck off. The point is that corruption is out there, and, you know, me personally, you guys can decide for yourselves, because I'm not telling you how to think or feel. But I'll tell you how I feel. I'm very, you know, I'm very cynical these days about politics. I don't get invested anymore. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want us to not care, right? You know, maybe I'm in the wrong for not giving a fuck anymore. But I don't take the government seriously at all. You know, you see the government, the judges, the police, totally covering for this piece of shit over some fucking Legos, bro. 200 grand. These companies are worth millions, and they're like, ugh. It's just to prove they can't let you win. Narcissists, man, and genuine psychopaths, manipulators, liars. He's got heroin in his car. I'm gonna shoot someone. They don't give a fuck. Horrible people. And we got those in Washington, D.C., in Canada, you know, up in Toronto or wherever your fucking capital is. Like, it's but they're everywhere, man. The UK, the British royal family, you know, these billionaires, man. I'm not a fan, but you know, yeah, man, it's crazy. So you think this is tough, trying to get to the bottom of this, and like, look at all the hoops that these guys are going through to try to get just this old man his fucking Legos back. You think we're gonna get the Epstein, like the actual like Epstein list? Nah, probably not. And it's just crazy, you know? And like I said back in the day, the Klan, the KKK, sheriffs, judges, embedded everywhere, Klansmen. So if a black man or a family tried to say, this guy put a fucking, burn a cross in our yard or blah, 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 they all wore hoods. You couldn't see who they were. They would wear hoods. Underneath all those hoods were police officers, teachers, principals, judges, grocery store owners, like shop owners. Being a black man and and you live in a city, what they call a sundown city, where you don't go out after sundown. Like if you're a certain color, you're not. You honestly, it's like you might as well just move, which is probably what they wanted, right? But like, yeah, where's the justice there? You know what I mean? This is meant to be a free country, America, right? America, land of the free, home of the brave. I think it's brave to stand up to tyranny like that. And I think this should be the land of the free. That's the motto. Isn't that one of the mottos for America, our country? So, justice doesn't always come for certain people, man. And, it's tough, man. It's tough, It's tough. It's tough. You're always going to have people like that, man. Corruption. People are flawed, man. We're not perfect beings. And so there's greed and primal urges, and temptations, to give in and do things that we know we shouldn't, maybe even. And then, some people will do those things and they'll feel bad about it, maybe even. But it's like, the more you do something, the easier it gets to keep doing, That goes for lying, stealing, I'm sure. I don't steal. But like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop yourself in your tracks when you see yourself going down a path that is against your ethics and your own moral code that you've held yourself to. When you see yourself start to slip and veer off that path into a direction you shouldn't go, you got to turn around. Because every step you take down that wrong path, that path of immorality, whatever that immoral thing is, it gets easier to take another step. So you've got to be an adult, and you've got to turn around and walk back and get back on your path that you should be on. Because you're a good person. Even if you made a bad choice, you took a few steps off that path, that doesn't define your whole journey. It's a long road, God willing, You got a long life to live. Just turn around. Know that that's a path that I took a step down. I turned around, I took a step back. That's not me. And you go down the good path, the path that God wants you to go down. You know what I mean? So we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. But you got to just turn away from these things, and choose to be a better person. I'm not perfect. We all have made mistakes. I've made mistakes, so for sure. I speak from experience of getting off my path. And you feel bad about it. I mean, you know what you do? You just turn around and you're like, no. You know, you apologize to yourself, you apologize to God, you apologize to whoever you need to apologize to, and you just make a commitment to not continue making those mistakes. So, you know, corruption can happen. And I think a lot of us we have that within us, you know, that like we could not be such good people. You know what I mean? We could slip every now and then maybe. But you have to turn away from that. You know, turn away from sin. You know, turn away from these awful things that you know aren't good for you. And they hurt you. And they weigh on you. Turn away from it all. You know, turn around. I'll get off that path and get back on the good path, you know, the one that you were on. And you'll know in your gut, you'll know in your chest, you'll know in your mind when you're taking steps down a path you shouldn't be taking. You'll know. You'll know. You'll know. You'll get that feeling. And when you get that feeling and when you know your conscience, you know, you'll know. So just turn around and get back on the road. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm sorry for the tangent, but you know, yeah, but it's like you're not a bad person. You just took a few bad steps. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, you got mostly good steps, a few bad. You know, but don't keep taking those bad steps down that path. Because every step makes it easier to eat. It makes it easier. You know, you don't want to get to a point where you don't feel guilty. If you feel ashamed or guilty over doing a bad thing, that's a good thing. That means you're not a bad person. And use that and course correct, and turn around and get back on your path and be a good person. You know, because you're a good person. You just, you know, people sometimes make mistakes, man. You know, turn to God. Turn to Jesus Christ. So, always. So anyway, but yeah, hopefully Brian gets his Legos and, you know, hopefully, I mean, this guy, what in the heck? Look at this, man. Well, I know. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I'm not apologizing for the tangent. I'm not sorry for going on the tangent. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate it, CP, yeah. And I see the chats being very supportive. Rare W for Team CCM. Whatever, Sumzo Cat. Rare W. Copper speaking facts. That was good. No need to apologize for the tangent. It's a good reminder, and it's positive encouragement. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, you gotta have these reminders, because, like, you know, I've made mistakes. I have. I'm not gonna get into it. You know, these are things that I wouldn't even want to, you know, kind of repeat in some ways. But the fact is that I know that these things are not good. So you turn away from these things, and you get on the right path because you're a good person. You know what I mean? So. But that's what you got to do, and that, you know, with, like, if you don't start, you know, like for example, like getting into drugs. Don't, you know what I mean? I know this might seem silly, but I was on the cruise ship, and I smoked a cigar, which is like, it's a cigar, okay, whatever, right? But even still, I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. I smoked a cigar on the cruise because I'm having a fun time. It's a good time. And I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel guilty at all. But this is just, I'm using this for an example. Like, Cowboys in the showers at